everyone, welcome back to this channel. If you're new, then welcome to this channel. Well, today we're gonna go through top 5 best interesting Python libraries to build GUI applications in 2022. Alright, wait, did you subscribe to this channel? If you don't want to miss any further updates from us, then do go and subscribe to this channel, okay? So well, are you curious to know what are these 5 awesome Python libraries to build GUI applications in 2022? Okay, then let's go through it. So, when it comes to top 5, the first one is actually Kiwi. Kiwi is an open source cross-platform Python library which is actually designed for rapid development of applications with complex user interfaces, such as multi-touch applications. Kiwi runs on Linux, Windows, OS, Android, iOS, Raspberry Pi. In any operating system it's gonna run. That's the reason it is called cross-platform application or cross-platform Python library that we use to design interfaces, multi-touch interfaces or multi-touch applications. When it comes to Kiwi, here we have some cool advantages. It is an open source, you can use it, and it is licensable, and it has some built-in widgets that you can just get them from the Kiwi library and you can create your own interface using those widgets. As I said before, it is cross-platform library, means if you use this library by building GUI application, then it will be pretty simple for you to run in any platform, any operating system. But here we have some limitations as well. It is not pre-installed with Python. You have to install Python if you want to use Kiwi, and it is not stable, and it is also hard to understand. It is not stable because here it is still developing, it is still being developed by the community, it is still developing by them, so it is a bit hard for us to understand and we might get some bugs here and there. Because of this community, it's a bit weak. It's still developing right now, so it has some weak community. It's gonna become stronger and stronger as time goes on, but for now this is the top 5th open source Python library that we have. So here we have PiSimpleGUI on top 4, and it is created in 2018, and it is also used to make GUI development. And yeah, the people who are learning Python and who wanna build applications using GUI using Python, then at the time PiSimpleGUI will be very useful and very helpful for those kind of people. And yeah, even beginners can develop simple GUI interfaces by using PiSimpleGUI Python library. And here we have some advantages. It is open source, it is easy to learn, and it is also easy to install. You just have to use pip install PiSimpleGUI command, and yeah, you can install in that way. You can run this library in any operating system, but it is actually used for simple GUI development only. You can build a big GUI applications using PiSimpleGUI, but it will become a bit complex as time goes on. So mostly developers prefer PiSimpleGUI to develop smaller applications, smaller interfaces. So yeah, here we have on top 3 we have Piside. It has a collection of tools and libraries which are fast and flexible, and yeah, using these fast and flexible tools we can create more interesting and reliable user interfaces. So Piside is actually on top 3 because as you see here, we have ample of things to do with it. We just have to need and use those libraries to build our GUI application. We have some cool advantages when it comes to Piside. It supports Python 3 version and Python 2.7 itself, and it has extensive community support and documentation. That means here we have more people to develop Piside, and more people, more collection of libraries and tools, and faster flexible interfaces, right? And it is also easy to install using pip command, and it is also a cross-platform where you can run this Piside in any operating system, and it is used by well-known companies like TomTom and Mercedes. Like this Piside library is being used by top companies over there to build their own cool interfaces. But here, you know, nothing is perfect, right? Though it has some advantages, it also has some disadvantages. So it is not pre-installed with Python, and it is licensed under LGPL, which makes it questionable for use in commercial applications, as you will need to make your source code available. That means when it comes to the top companies, when they are building something confidential and at that time they cannot secure their code, they have to show their code according to this LGPL. Well, what do you think? What do we have in top 2? Are you curious to know? Yeah, even I'm curious to know. Let's see what do we have in top 2. So here we have my favorite GUI framework, which is Tickin. I personally loved it a lot because after learning it, I understood how easy to manage Tickin. So Tickin is actually a Python GUI framework that provides all the widgets you need to create, and you can create a rich user interface for any application you're working on. But it is especially well suited for desktop applications. You can just build desktop applications using Tickin. And when it comes to advantages, it is easy to learn. It runs in any Python version. You don't have to worry about the version when you are using Tickin. It has very active community, and you have ample amount of resources. You have widgets, you have everything. You just have to grab them, create them, and build your own cool interface over there. But here we also have some limitations, and the basic Tickin widgets are fine. But when you build that Tickin interface, it looks like an old application. And it also says that you should ensure that your version of Tickin also supports the extended set of TK widgets. You just have to take care of this thing. Basic Tickin widgets are fine, and if you want to use an extended versions of it, you just have to go through it first. That's the only thing. It's a bit complex if you're going through it. You have to take care of it while building an interface using Tickin. Well, here we have the final top 1 GUI framework, which is PyQt. PyQt. PyQt is a well-known GUI framework, and it is used by Python developers and UI designers. One of its components, the PyQt package, it is built around the Qt framework, which is a leading cross-platform GUI design tool for virtually any type of application. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking right now. What is this Qt framework in PyQt? Well, Qt framework is actually, it has a drag and drop functionality to implement visuals. You just have to drag and drop those widgets which are already built in over there by this PyQt GUI framework. This Qt framework is actually responsible for that. What are you going to do is, as a developer, you'll just go there and drag and drop those widgets, and you'll just configure them according to your interface, and that's it. So this Qt framework made PyQt the top 1, and it is easy for even developers to use it. So it allows creation of small and large scale applications. Okay, you can build small scale interfaces to large scale applications by just using this PyQt framework. But it have many cool interesting implementations, but these kind of things are not for free. PyQt is not free, and it requires you to purchase a commercial license. You have to purchase it if you want to use it. And it is also not pre-installed with Python, and it only supports Python 3. But this is the best framework and top 1 framework to build GUI applications. I hope you enjoyed top 5 GUI framework applications. In the next video, I'll be back with one more top 5 interesting stuff. If you didn't subscribe to this channel, then go there right away and tap that red button over there so that you'll never miss an update from me. See you in the next video.